the Galil, the FAMAS, the AUG, the Spaz 12, the L96 Gay 1. What all these weapons have in common is that they are all decent up until a certain round. But what about later rounds? What will these weapons fucking do? That's what we're gonna find out today. So this is going to require some setup. A lot of setup. In fact, I'm gonna have to restart with each weapon. I'm gonna try to do every weapon in the game, but we'll see how that works. Essentially, I'm gonna go to round 50 with one zombie left. We're gonna see just how long. Give me a second. Stupid goddamn retainer. We're gonna see just how long it takes to kill these zombies on round 50 with each and every weapon, excluding the Colt 1911, because this thing ain't gonna do jack fuck. Alright, we are on round 51 for some reason, because I cannot set it to round 50 exactly. We have one fresh, fully healthy zombie left, and our first weapon is going to be M14. I would do this with unlimited ammo, however, I want to see if I can kill these zombies with the ammo that I have. If it's obviously taking too long, then I may just switch to unlimited ammo. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to kill them, but we're going to find out. The M14 is obviously probably not going to do shit for about an hour. Okay, we're just still shooting here. I mean, the thing with the M14 is it's ass. Obviously, I have God mode on, by the way, so, I mean, I'm not trying to fucking die when I'm not even... Okay, so there's... I don't even know how many bullets go into the M14. Alright, so we got 96 plus 8, which is 104 shots. So he's 104 shots deep already. I'll try my best to keep track of how much it takes for each weapon to kill each zombie, but no promises. I'm purposely not shooting them in the head. I'm trying to shoot them in the chest just because I don't want there to be any what should I say? What stat word should I use there? Alright, well my finger's already starting to get tired. He's about to be 208 shots deep, which isn't good. Alright, he's officially 208 shots deep. I don't know how much damage the M14 does per shot, but I'm guessing this is going to take a while. Alright, let's just keep shooting. I'm trying to set some kind of bind on my controller to give me ammo, but for some reason my console commands aren't even working. I don't just want to give myself unlimited ammo, because I want to know exactly how many shots it's taken, and I can only do that by adding up, essentially, the magazine size and the reserve. Well, I do know that he has taken almost 3 full clips of ammo from the M14. Son of a bitch. Alright, we're on to our fourth. Oh my god, his head is missing. We're gonna stop shooting. That's how many shots it took. 4 full... I gotta add that up. Alright, so the M14, turns out it took 400 shots on the fucking dot. Next weapon. We are on to the Olympia. The Olympia has exactly 40 shots. So this shouldn't be hard to calculate. We are about to find out officially which gang is better. Now, if I run out of ammo 10 times, then that would be 400 shots, but obviously, the Olympia is going to kill the zombie faster, or less than 400 shots. That's just how it's going to work. What will be interesting is we do get to see how shitty the Olympia is compared to the other shotguns. And I'm assuming it's very shitty. I'm trying my best to leave out cuts while I'm shooting, but this does just take a really long time. I think every time you see me shoot, if there's a cut in the video, I'm not shooting during that cut. So, rest easy, motherfucker. Alright, so that dude has 40 in him right now. And there's 42, 44. Yeah, I see this obviously. This better be less than 400 because this takes a lot longer. Alright, 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, like... Actually, you know what? Cutting is just gonna have to happen. This just takes too long. You'll know exactly how many shots it takes. I'll try to put it in the editing. One, two. We are almost 80 shots deep. Most of them have been body shots. I can't really... I'm trying to shoot to the chest, but obviously sometimes some bullets just naturally hit the head. There's not much I can do about that. But the fact that the M14 took exactly 400 shots is kind of it's interesting. Okay, well that's 80 shots. Alright, there you go. 82 shots with the Olympia on round 50. Not too bad. Round 50. Ugh. Ugh. Look at that ugly ass dude. We're on to the MP5K now, which has 150 shots of ammunition. And we're gonna obviously try not to miss a single shot, just to make it as accurate as possible, but... I don't know, man. My aim is kind of dog ass. I just missed a shot. There you go. What a dumbass. Especially when the zombies are juking around and shit, you know, it makes it kind of difficult. Alright, well there's 149 shots. Why did I just give myself an insta-kill, dumbass? I meant to give myself ammo, and I don't even need to open the menu for that. I just gotta press a button on my controller. Now I gotta wait 30 seconds. Just to make it to where I don't miss, I could just let the dude get close to me and do this. Wouldn't that be a lot easier? Eating that ass, son. Alright. I have a feeling you're gonna die soon. I don't know why. But you don't look like you're gonna be taking much more. That's 300 shots. 300 and shots, dumbass. 300 shots. About to be 330. You can't even hit me when I'm shooting you. I do imagine that this is going to take more shots than the M14 though, obviously. I think the M14 does have more damage per shot. So, we obviously are going to probably be around like 550. I mean, this dude is at 450 right now. 480 right now. So, if you want to kill a round 50 zombie with the MP5K, you're better off just not. Thanks for fucking taking my weapon and oh my god, I want to know how many shots it took, dumbass. So according to my calculations, we have 60 plus 23 is obviously 83 shots. So it took 3 full... Samantha, you're annoying as fuck. The MP5K took 517 shots to kill a round 51 zombie. Next weapon. So we actually do have the Stakeout next. The Stakeout has 60 shots total. And considering the Olympia only took 82 shots, I believe the Stakeout, we may be able to finish one zombie without running out of ammo. But that is very ambitious. We'll start things off though. Why not? It's going to take a long time because this thing's a pump. I think what I'll do instead of cutting when I'm not talking, I'll just do fast forward. That might be better actually. So you get to see every shot that I'm taking. Just in case my math is wrong and you really care, you can do it yourself, but the addition and the subtraction in this is not too difficult. I am just expecting this to take less shots than the Olympia. A lot less shots. It has to have more damage, right? I mean, it just has to. Yeah, dude. What the fuck? That dude, I didn't even run out of ammo yet. This gun's a dog. The Stakeout took officially 42 shots after I crunched the numbers, which is pretty insane. on round 51. Next, we naturally move on to the M16, which also has 150 shots total. I'm assuming that this does more damage per shot than the MP5K, so we should be under 517, but we will see. Well, 150 shots done. I'm trying not to shoot him in the head, hence why I'm crouching, because that does throw off the numbers a little bit. Alright, we're closing in on 300 shots. Alright, that's 300 shots just like that. And, he's not giving up yet, pussy. Alright. Closing in on 450 shots. If this takes more shots than the MP5K, then we've been lied to our entire lives. Stop taking weird angles, dumbass. I mean, that's 450 shots right there. We gotta be careful not to get a max ammo, though. That's what I'm worried about. If I get a max ammo, I don't really know how many shots it takes exactly, because it's... Oh, he's gibbed. He's gibbed. Oh shit, he's almost dead. There you go. There you go. I have 105 shots left. Let's do the math. I forgot how many fuck. The M16 took officially 495 shots. A lot less, not really a lot less, but a little less than the MP5K. Next gun. Next gun is the AK-74U. Oddly enough, the AK-74U for some fucking reason has 180 shots. I am using the remastered mod, so it does adjust the ammo counts a little bit. It gives each gun a little bit more ammo just to make this a little bit more smoothlier. But let's go ahead and start. I'm assuming this will take around 490 shots as well. Alright. We're digging into this guy right now. And, I can already tell you right now, this gun just feels more powerful than anything else I've used. I assume this is not going to take as much as the M16, but I feel like the M16 would do more damage per shot just because it's a burst. And that's kind of how they treat bursts. What are you doing? Barrel rolling and shit. Did you just trip? That's embarrassing. With these numbers, you kind of have to give and take. Give it like a deviation of like 5 shots. I think 5 shots is like the margin of error, because there are a few shots that I do miss. So like let's say if, you know, the M14 takes 400 shots to kill, which is a very specific amount of shots. I think that I hit every shot if it takes exactly 400. But give or take about, like, the margin of error is probably like 395 to 405. That's kind of what I mean by that. Oh shit. Done shooting. Done shooting. That was 2 full ammos plus what I have left. Let me do the math. I killed him about 2 shots. I shot an extra 2 shots after his head popped off. So it would be 15. So the number I came up with was 385 shots, which does make sense, of course. Give about 5 shots margin of error. So probably between 390 and 380 shots. I didn't miss a whole lot of shots, but at the end there, I did like kind of shoot 2 extra shots that I didn't need to. So around 380 to 390, but the exact number that I came up with was 385, which is also very specific for it not to be correct. Very good gun. Next weapon. So next we have the Mipple, and this thing has 144 shots, which is going to complicate things, but not by too much. You know, the math is not that difficult, but for me it kind of is. I'm kind of stupid, but we don't really know how many shots this is going to take. I think it's going to be around the MP5K, obviously. I don't know if this is stronger or weaker than the MP5 Gay, but I guess we'll have to find out. Well, there's 144 shots. I guess if we use all the ammo this time as well, that would mean it would be 288 shots. I'm expecting this to take around 500 shots. Alright, that's 288 shots. Of course, I'm trying not to hit his head, and I'm trying not to miss any shots. Luckily, the SMGs have a good hip fire, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, that's 288 shots plus 144. I don't know that math off the top of my head. I don't know if I care. I'll figure it out. It'll be in the video anyways. Oh, stop shooting. Dumbass. That's it. Alright, let's do this math. So it turns out that the MPL took 456 shots to kill on round 50, which means that it is officially stronger than the MP5K. Now, of course, allow 5 shots less or 5 shots more for margin of error. But either way, this gun's stronger than the MP5K, which we all knew all along. Let's move on to the next weapon, which I hope isn't stronger than this one. Okay, so our next weapon is obviously the alien gun. This pile of pubic hair, the PM63. With 120 shots, we're gonna see how long this takes to kill a zombie on round 50, and is it as bad as we thought it was? The answer is yes, but I'll use it anyways. I just missed like 3 shots. Well, there's already 120 shots down the drain. I mean, this thing, I don't know. This thing runs out of ammo so fast. I'm missing so many shots with this too. Why? Well, there's 240 shots. There's 260 shots. There's 280 shots. Why does this thing have so much fucking recoil? That's why I'm missing. Alright, that's our third depletion of ammo. We are probably going to be killing him very shortly. So we got to be ready to let off the trigger. I don't know why I reloaded right there, but it's not really going to matter. You have the same amount of ammo either way. I'm trying to be ready to let off the trigger at any given juncture, but this thing is just not killing. That was our 4th time running out of ammo. Alright, we ran out of ammo 4 times, and we killed him on like the 19th shot, but I'll just say the 20th shot. I also missed a few shots. Let's do the math. The PM63 killed in 540 shots. 540 shots, which is not terrible, but it's a lot more terrible than the MPL and the MP5K, I believe. No, actually, yeah, it is. Also, give or take, like the margin of error, 5 shots less, 5 shots more. I missed a few shots that time, and I killed him on like the 19th shot and not the 20th, so if I was being exact, it probably took around 525 or 530 shots, but 540. Let's move on to the next one. So our next weapon is the FAL. We're done with the wall of weapons, so we're going to start off with probably the worser of the box weapons. The FAL has, believe it or not, 200 shots, which I find pretty crazy considering it's a semi-auto. So we're going to find out which is the superior semi-auto rifle, the FAL or the M14. So let's just start shooting. It's going to be hard to land every shot. Actually, it's not because it's a semi-auto, but kind of want to hip fire. Yeah, I need to turn on some kind of rapid fire mod that turns on, that makes semi-autos full auto. See, the problem why I don't really want to shoot him close is because I don't really want to get a max ammo if I kill him. Alright, that's 200 shots from the FAL, and he's still running. I do believe that this will kill him in less than 400 shots, assuming that I hit all my shots. Because the M14 took 400 on the dot. This should obviously take less than that. I believe this gun has a lot more damage than the FAL, or the M14. I do believe we are closing in on killing him. I do believe it. I can feel it in my bones. There's no way this FAL takes more shot. There you go. I think I killed him with 18 shots left, so let's do the math. It took 324 shots to kill that zombie. I'm assuming it's actually probably 325. I must have missed a shot somewhere. You also got to take into consideration that some shots might be hitting the head. So this is basically just my estimate, although I am counting literally every shot that hits them. So that's why I say, you know, give room for like 5 shots less, 5 shots more. But 324 shots is actually not bad. That is less than the M14, as you would expect. Next weapon. Alright, next up we have everyone's favorite gun, the Commando. The Commando has 300 shots before we run out. So I'm assuming that we kill this zombie before we run out of ammo twice. I decided that I'm just gonna kind of sit here and do this. I don't know why. I don't think I'm gonna be that. I'm really unlucky. I don't think I'll be that unlucky to get a max ammo on the very last zombie. If that happens, then there's something wrong. Alright, that's 300 shots, so we'll actually probably be killing him soon. That's 330. Alright. Oh! I killed him with 16 shots left, so let's figure that out. I killed him in 345 or 344 shots. I wrote down 345 because it looks better, but I did shoot one extra bullet after he died, so I believe it was 344 shots. Not bad. That is better than the FAL, or actually a little worse than the FAL, as you would expect, but it did go by a lot quicker. Let's move on to the next gun. The Commando is actually pretty good on round 50. Actually, no, it's not, all things considered. Alright, time for the Galil. The Galil has 350 shots before running out of ammo, which means I do believe that we will be able to kill this zombie before we actually run out of ammo, which hasn't happened since the Stakeout. Also, I need to make an important note that I will not be doing any like explosive or special weapons. It's gonna take too long and it's too hard to calculate. I gotta be careful here because I know that he's probably gonna die before I even run out of ammo. 350 shots is a lot. Oh my goodness. But I hope he doesn't give me a max ammo. If he does, it's not going to be the end of the world, because I guess I can just go into the editing and see how much shots I had right before I got the max ammo. I'm assuming he's about to die though. Let me out of here, pussy. Ah, he's not gibbed yet. I'm surprised. I thought he would be dead by now. Alright. Still not dead. I don't know how this... I think the Galil should be stronger than the Commando, but I could be wrong. Is he going to take all 350? Oh! Is he going to take exactly 350? That would be cool. That would be cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly 350 shots. That's impressive. I don't even have to do any math. That's so cool. So our next weapon up is the AUG. With 300 shots, I'm assuming we'll have to run out of ammo. We'll have to refill ammo once. I don't know. This should take around 350 to 360 shots, but we can... There's only time will tell. Alright. I was thinking about sitting up here and doing that, but that's actually a lot harder. Let's just go back into our corner. Yeah, the AUG, obviously one of the better assault rifles in the game, but if this takes around 350 shots to kill him, 350 to 360 shots to kill him. We're gonna find out that these assault rifles really don't have much of a difference. I mean, that's 300 shots right there. So we're gonna have one more magazine. I think we'll kill him in this magazine, I believe. Watch. Stop rolling around, dumbass. Missed a few shots there, don't really care. I think we're gonna kill him in this magazine. We did not. Alright, I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed. We do got some gibbage now. Shot him in the head, so that doesn't really count, but... Alright, let's count our ammo. We ran out of ammo once, plus the ammo that we have left. We'll see how many shots it took. The AUG took 371 shots, give or take. Which is the most of the ARs so far. Even the M16... Actually, no, the M16 took a lot more. I take that back. But it's the most of the box AR so far. So this is the weakest out of the bunch yet. But we still have the FAMAS, so let's check that one out. Alright, next up we have the FAMAS. For some reason this only has 180 shots. And it being the fastest shooting AR, I don't really understand the logic behind that. We're obviously going to run out of ammo once, maybe even twice. Crazy to think that the Galil finished a zombie in the exact amount of ammo that it had. I think this one's going to run out of ammo at least twice. Yep. Our last magazine, if maybe we kill him in the last 10 shots. We do not. Alright, well that's 180. What is that? I mean, this thing, is it the FAMAS that fucking weak? Am I missing something? This gun is bad. Oh, he's gibbed. He's fucking gibbed. Oh, we got him, but we shot about three more bullets after he died. Let's do the math though. So even after accounting for the 3 extra shots that I shot after he died, that was 471 shots, which is exactly 100 more than the AUG. And it has less ammo. So for all you FAMAS fanboys out there, I think I just showed that this gun is actually pretty ass compared to all the other ARs in the game. Next gun is the G11, and very oddly, this gun has 192 shots. Must have something to do with that weird ass magazine size, but I feel like you could definitely come up with a better number than that. That's just, that doesn't seem right. Maybe it's like that purposefully to make the numbers come out. I don't really know what the fuck I'm trying to say. What I do know is that he's not dying in anything under or at 192 shots. So we're just gonna go ahead and unload into him. No homo. Alright, we've run out of ammo once. This would be twice, which would put us almost to 400. Almost to 400. Alright, we've ran out of ammo twice. We're definitely over 400 shots now. I'm assuming the damage on this would have to be higher than like the Commando and the AUG. It definitely should be higher than the FAMAS. That gun was terrible. Fuck, that gun was bad. But, I was assuming this would kill in less than 500. Okay, there we go. We're just going to calculate with what I have left, because it's kind of hard to calculate exactly with a burst. I'm going to be honest with you, I've completely lost track of how many times I ran out of ammo. I don't know if I ran out of ammo once or twice with the G11. So it was either 519 shots or about 350 something. I'll figure that out in the editing. So we were on to the LMGs, and before you start crying, I did not forget the MP40. That's kind of why I came to Kino. But we're on to the LMGs. That's all that really fucking matters. HK-21. We have a 625 goddamn shots in this thing. It shoots slow. I should be using double tap my nuts, but we're not. That's already 125 shots. There you go, 250 shots already. I don't know how 125 rounds fit in that tiny little magazine. But I guess Treyarch knows something that we don't. Oh shit, he's gibbed. He is fucking... Oh! Alright, let's calculate. We know we're over 250. So the HK-21 actually only killed him in 347 shots, which is 3 less than the Galil. So this thing's actually, might have a little bit of that dog inside of him. So our next weapon is of course the RPK, continuing with LMGs. If you're wondering why I'm not adding any World at War weapons for this, is because these are only Black Ops weapons, and World at War will of course be its own separate video. Alright, I think that's 200 shots right there. Obviously, I think it's going to take over 3 magazines. I don't think we'll have to refill our ammo though, because this thing has 500 shots, so we should be able to finish it in this next magazine, or with the ammo I have left, I hope. Oh, I shot him in the head. Alright, he is gibbed. He is gibbed. So let's start just single shotting. I unload into the guy. No, oh, I finished him with 14 shots left. And this thing had 500 to start, so let's do some math. So the math for this is easy. You know, you start with 500 shots, you basically just subtract what you have left. This one took 464 shots, which is a little more than 100 more than the HK-21, which kind of makes goddamn sense. This should have a little less damage, considering the HK-21 has a fire rate of like 5. Next weapon, pussy. Well, here's the weapon that I did not want to use. The L96, bro. This is gonna take me so long. This has 50 shots total. Now, the Stakeout killed a zombie in 42 shots. I'm assuming this has as much, if not more damage. I do think we should be able to kill this zombie before we have to refill ammo. Well, if it's gonna kill it with the ammo that I have left, it shouldn't take much longer, I don't think. Kind of hitting him in the stomach, though. I think I can get a little bit more damage. A body shot's a body shot. I mean, you just ask your stepsister. Only a couple shots left. Watch, I think this is gonna kill in exactly 50 shots. Watch. Well, I fucking lied, didn't I? Jesus Christ, don't tell me this thing's asshole. See, here's the thing. Oh, he's gibbed. He's gibbed. He's one shot. He's one shot. No, he's not. He's 2 shot. He's 2 shot. He's 3 shot. He's 4 shot. He's fucking 4 shot. He's 5 shot. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? There we go. Alright, well, we had to empty one. We refilled ammo once, which means we shot 50. Let's do the math. Alright, so believe it or not, he took exactly 70 shots on round 50, which, considering this only holds 50 shots, and you're not giving yourself ammo, it's not a very practical gun to use on round 50, I'll be honest with you. In fact, none of these weapons are. Alright, so moving on with the snipers, we do have the Dragunov, and this has 50 shots as well. My assumption is that this will take exactly 100 shots. I'm assuming that this is going to take, on the dot, I'm predicting it now, 100 body shots, just like your stepfather last night. And, well, hold on, pause. Alright, we're already almost out of ammo. You know, even if this thing is weaker than the L96, Oh my, you fucking pussy. Why'd you respawn? I mean, now I don't know if he has full health or not. Does he have full health or not? Like, this is what I don't like. I don't know if he has... he should have full health. I guess we just gotta restart. I have no idea why that dumbass died. Alright, 10 more shots. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he should have full health. Alright. Well, I don't really know, but if he didn't, he would be dead by now, I believe. So I think, like I said, he's gonna take exactly 100 shots. That's just my assumption. My assumptions are never wrong. Ten more shots. He's gonna gib with like... He's gonna gib with... In 2 shots, I believe he's gonna gib. 1, 2. I guess I fucking lied. Guess I don't know. Well, that's 2 full fagazines. So, and he hasn't even gibbed yet. Oh, he just gibbed. He just fucking gibbed. We're over 100 shots. Maybe he'll take like 110. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So, I can probably just calculate this right now. He took 115 shots to kill. Which actually isn't that bad. Actually, it probably is that bad considering you have to refill ammo like twice or once. Anyways, it's better than the L96. The few extra shots are worth it because you can shoot faster. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the pistols next. We only have 2. Obviously, I'm leaving out the 1911 because that's a different level of suffering that I don't want to go through. But the CZ75 is also a gun that I didn't want to use. But it has 150 shots, which is basically SMG level. And it does more damage than an SMG per shot, I hope. I'm assuming this will take 350 shots. Let's start. Alright, that's 150 right there. Let's start shooting our next set of ammo. Now, my finger is already sore. The Python is obviously going to kill way faster. I think... Oh, I just missed like 2 shots right there. What the fuck? Oh, almost up to 300 shots. I assumed he was going to take 350, so... Oh, I just missed another shot. What a pussy. Oh, okay. That's 330. He's gibbed. Oh! Alright, let's do it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the CZ75, 340 shots. I assumed, my guess was 350. I did miss like 3 or 4 shots, so it's probably closer to 345 shots. But that's actually not too bad. That is, what else do we have that's in that range? The Galil, 350. I mean, the Commando, 345. Damn, the Commando is stronger than the Galil. The Python has 90 shots. 90 shots. I'm assuming that this will take probably 180 on the dot, assuming my aim allows me to hit every shot. It has to be less than the CZ75. The reload is ass. Wow, he's gibbed. He's fucking gibbed. Jesus Christ. What? Is he already about to die? That would be insane. It would be the best gun of all time. He's dead. He's dead. He's fucking dead. Ladies and gentlemen, the Python killed around 50 zombie in 60 shots. I have 38 shots left to spare. Okay, so that's obviously nutty in your buddy. I think the Python's probably the most underrated gun in zombies history at this juncture. Alright, we're on to the box shotguns now. We're gonna start things off with the Spaz 12. This thing has 80 shots, my ass. It has 40 shots. Now, considering the Stakeout killed in 42, I would like to assume that this will kill, since it's semi-auto, and probably somewhere around 50. Alright, he's gibbed. He's gibbed after 40 shots. And there you go, 41 shots. I don't even have to calculate anything. 41 shots with the Spaz 12, not bad. But is the HS-10 better? So the HS-10 has 42 shots. It definitely sounds a lot stronger than the Spaz 12. This thing sounds like a beefy motherfucker, but does it kill? I bet it kills in all 42. I bet it kills in exactly 42. But it should take less than the Spaz 12, right? Or the Stakeout. It killed in exactly 41 shots. Imagine that. The exact same as the Spaz 12. Crazy. No, I did not forget about the Spectre, and I did not forget about the MP40. I will, even though the MP40 is technically a World at War gun, it does have its own kind of gun in BO1. It is its own gun in BO1. So we're gonna add that as well. MP, or the Spectre, has 150 shots. I'm assuming that we will have to empty the ammo 3 times. It's obviously gonna be in the 400 or 500s. I did just put 1 bullet into his head on accident, because that stupid ass teleporter in the middle of the fucking room. It's not going to change much though. Honestly, the damage multiplier to the head for 1 shot is not going to be enough to make a difference on round 50 with the Spectre. Either way, we're already well over 330 shots. This thing is pulling hard to the right. Are you seeing that? Am I missing because of that? What the fuck is wrong with this thing? All B. That's 450 shots, ladies and gentlemen. We're 450 shots deep. I assume this is going to take that much, to be honest with you. It's probably going to be in the 500s. SMGs are obviously not the most ideal thing to use on round 50. Unpack a punch with no anything. Alright, there you go. He was gibbed. I think I got him with 17 shots left in the magazine, so we'll go ahead and calculate. I emptied the ammo 3 times, plus what I have left. All fucking B. The Spectre took 571 shots. Isn't that a little nutty in your buddy? That's almost 600 shots. By far the weakest gun we have used so far. And that's saying something. That's fucking saying something. On to the next. Alright, so as this video comes to a close, finishing things off with the MP40, I scroll through to see if I'm missing any weapons, and it turns out that I'm really not. Unless there's a special weapon on a DLC map that I didn't know about. I think I got all the Black Ops weapons. Of course, I left out special weapons. That may be for a different video. Obviously, I didn't do the Pack-a-Punch versions. I didn't do the dual-wield version of the CZ75 either, because I think that would be stupid, and I'd miss half my shots. I obviously didn't do Wonder Weapons, because that could be a different video on its own. Well, to be honest with you, only 2 weapons don't one-shot on high rounds, but I will do this for World at War. I want to do this for World at War, maybe Black Ops 2, maybe Black Ops 3, of course, depending on how well this video does. I mean, if this video, nobody watches this, then I may not do it, but that's why I didn't include any of the World at War weapons on Verrucht and Darius, because I want to do World at War by itself. So we're just going to finish things off with the MP40. We're finding out which gun is actually the gayest and which is actually the strongest. I should say that the MP40 has 224 shots, so which is actually probably the highest of all SMGs. Like, I don't know why this one's so high in particular. That was our second ammo depletion though, so we're already racking up the amount of shots it's taking. I'm assuming it'll be less than the Spectre though. It kind of has to be, or else I'm gonna start not liking the MP40. He's already... I shot him in the head. What a dumbass, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, give a margin of error of like 5 shots. Well, the MP40 took 521 shots. which makes it the second worst or second weakest gun on the list, right behind the Spectre. And which is kind of sad, man. I thought this thing would be better, but obviously it's just a simple little wall weapon to get you through the early rounds. That's gonna do it. That's every bullet weapon in Black Ops 1 on high rounds. Let me know what you think. I thought this was pretty interesting. It was fun to do. It took me an age and a half, so I would appreciate it if you leave a like and subscription. And I'll do this for World@War, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, maybe. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Get the fuck out of here. See ya.